1972, a man who dressed like a hippie and had long hair decided to do something crazy and open up a restaurant on a street that was, well, basically Skid Row. The only thing changed is the entire street is now one of the best streets in the country. The man still has long hair and he dresses like a hippie. Joe Edwards, welcome back to Big 550 KTRS.
It's a pleasure.
How do you like that intro?
What a great intro. Yeah.
First of all, congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
45 years. Take us back 45 years in 1972. What were you thinking back then?
Well, I didn't know what I wanted to do in life, and I figured I would try opening a place where I felt comfortable and could program the jukebox with my record collection at 30,045 RPMs,
All right.
12,078 RPMs, and then unbox all my collections of pop culture memorabilia and put them up for a display so everybody could see them and just kind of hope.
Yeah.
And then I, learned the whole new industry.
So you didn't know anything about restaurants or liquor or food. You just liked the music.
Yeah, well, I knew from this side of the bar about the liquor part, but not from the other side where you have to really make a living out of it.
Right. Was it all about the jukebox? Was that it? I mean, was that the spark that sort of brought people in?
Yeah, the jukebox was the big draw. It was at a time where I programmed the jukebox and changed all the selections except Blueberry Hill every 2 weeks. And people like actor John Goodman and his friends would drive over from Afton just to play that jukebox. And it became really well known. In fact, it was named the best jukebox in the world by the BBC and in England, by Billboard magazine, by Cashbox magazine, the best jukebox in the United States. So the jukebox was a draw. Music's always been a big draw.
Right.
Where'd you get the jukebox then? Where did it come from?
Well, I collected jukeboxes too because they were pretty big and bulky, and a lot of people just wanted to get rid of them. So sometimes people would even pay me to take a jukebox out of their ratskeller or something. So it was fairly easy.
Now, the Loop, 45 years ago, was not the Loop it is today.
No, it had been in great decline and a lot of vacancies. That's one reason I was able to open, because I opened Blueberry Hill on $10,500 of borrowed money from friends and just hoped to make it and squeak by. But the rents were really, really low because of the vacancies.
Right.
And within a week of opening, I realized I would have to kind of work on the Loop if Blueberry Hill were to succeed. So it started kind of organizing the merchants in a loose-knit organization and talked to City Hall. And it's a slow process, but little by little.
You wake up, your hair is still as long as ever, but it's 45 years later. Now, we want to say you're having a big celebration.
Yes, on September 8th, Friday, September 8th, a wonderful night. And it's free, no admission charge or anything, but we're going to have karaoke with KJ Shield. And in fact, if people sing one of the songs that was on the original selection on the jukebox, they'll get a free drink ticket. They could come dressed in 70s garb or not. And,
or you just show up. Did Joe Edwards know you raided his closet?
Yeah.
So that's September 8th, Saturday and Sunday.
No, Friday night.
Friday night.
September 8th. Yeah,
Friday night.
All day long, we're going to be playing the selections, the first 100 songs on the Blueberry Hill Jukebox, which I brought you a copy just for fun. And those will rotate throughout the day.
Let's see some of the songs.
Now, why did you call it Blueberry Hill? Were you a big Fats Domino fan?
Well, I was, but that song in particular, his version of the song in 1956 was so great. There's just that little thing, I found my thrill.
Right.
And I figure, well, that came to me really quickly. There must be a better song title related to music. So I went through about 15,000 of the 30,000 records, and I couldn't come up with anything that grabbed me like that one. So I just kept it.
Yeah. It's got to be like 15, 16 years ago. I interviewed you about this crazy idea of a loop trolley. And I remember asking you, like, seriously, Joe, what are the odds of this thing? And you said, oh, no, it might take a couple years, but it's going to happen. It only took you 15 years to get it done.
Yeah, 20 by the time it's up and running.
Where are we with the loop or with the trolley?
It's the consultants are predicting that it'll open mid-November.
Okay.
About 2.5 months from now.
Right.
One reason it took so long was real important to me that the money for it didn't come out of general revenue from the county or the city of St. Louis or U-City.
Right.
And that finally was accomplished, and that's why it's about to start.
It's the trolley, it's the Walk of Fame, it's the Moonrise Hotel, it's the pageant, it's Blueberry Hill. I mean,
the whole,
all of that because you liked music, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a life, Joe Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a thrill. Just seeing the street come back like that and creating different places where people can just enjoy life and put their troubles away for a couple of hours and
Yeah.
bowl at the Pinup Bowl or eat at a 24-hour diner, the Peacock Diner. It's just watch a movie at the Tivoli Theater.
Yeah.
You know, it would be remiss not mentioning Chuck Berry, and he will be. You guys were almost lifelong friends, and he will not be there to be able to celebrate this.
Right, his music
gotta
will
be
be
tough.
playing. It is tough. It was tough. I mean, you know that he was going to pass on at some time, but when it happened, it was really final. And to lose a best friend like that is always tough. But the impact he had on society, not just music, was great. I mean, just bringing black kids and white kids together back at that post-World War II time was pretty miraculous.
You know, you talk about the Loop, but really, Washington Avenue or Washington University has changed over the 45 years, right?
Oh, they have.
U
Yep.
City has changed. I mean, you could make an argument. You just haven't saved the Del Mar Loop, but that whole area has been transformed because of that crazy idea of this hippie opening up a restaurant, right? I mean,
Yeah, it really is. And Washington University has been a great partner in the area. They're just magnificent, and they really believed in the area too, and are fixing up different buildings. I can't say enough good things about them.
Yeah.
But to watch it come back like that is pretty
Yeah.
magical.
Yeah.
And other local business owners too, who have great businesses along the Loop too.
Yeah, I mean, it
My
takes a lot
hairdresser's
of
along
people.
there.
All the small independent business owners are what makes the Loop unique, and they put their hearts and souls and their life savings into it. If people haven't been in the Loop in the last couple of years, I would highly recommend they come down just some weekend and walk around and see all the new galleries and all the new boutiques and the restaurants that have opened. Pretty amazing.
yeah, the furniture stores and all that type of stuff. Yeah. All right. So it's September 8th, Friday, September 8th at the Loop. Come one, come all, have a good time.
That's right. We'll have a cake at Blueberry Hill. We'll have all sorts of things, commemorative T-shirts, attendance prizes, including a night stay for two at the Moonrise Hotel, some fun specials with PBR and Jameson.
Oh, there you go.
And, those will attract people. But, yeah.
All these many years later, Joe Edwards, Blueberry Hill, 45-year anniversary, Friday, September 8th. Joe, thanks for coming in. You're always welcome here. Thanks, buddy.
Well, thank you.